Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another comedy and drama night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Witness, released in 1985, directed by Peter Weir, from a script by Earl Wallace and William Kelly, starring Harrison Ford, Kelly McGillis, Josef Sommer, Lucas Haas, Alexander Godunov, Danny Glover, Brent Jennings, Patti LuPone, Angus MacInnes, Viggo Mortensen, and Timothy Carhart. Now, it had been a while since I'd seen this one before I rewatched it recently for this review. And I knew that there were some dirty cops, and I knew that Danny Glover was the main one of the bad guys in the cops, the dirty cops. And I had seen this movie long before I ever seen him in heroic roles like Lethal Weapon and stuff like that. I think the only other thing I had seen Danny Glover in prior to Witness, I believe maybe, was Silverado. So I wasn't attached to him being a hero at the point whenever I watched this and everything. So I knew he was a villain in this. But some of these other ones, whenever I was putting the names down to get, whenever I mentioned them like I always do on this, I just wondered, okay, which ones are going to be the bad guys and everything. And as soon as I saw the name Timothy Carhart, I was like, oh, well, he must be one of the bad cops. Because Timothy Carhart is the kind of an actor that usually plays bad guys in films. But to my surprise, he was a good cop that gets killed early on, and he is the one that instigates the whole. He's the one that Lucas Haas's character of Samuel witnesses the murder of, and then Harrison Ford's detective John Book comes in to bring him in as a witness to the crime. Now this was a very unique and great film for Harrison Ford, and it's the only film he ever got nominated for Best Actor. It's a shame that the man never won an Academy Award, even though he got one nomination, didn't win, and never got one nomination ever again. With as many great performances as Harrison Ford has had throughout his career, he's only had one nomination for Best Actor. That's disgraceful. But looking at today's awards, I don't really give a damn about awards anymore. But even back then, I mean, that was a big slight on him. He deserved it for either this, or even though I don't like the film as much, Mosquito Coast was a great performance by him. Presumed Innocent is another one that he should have won an Academy Award for, or at least been nominated, and he didn't get it. But that aside, this is an excellent performance by Harrison Ford, and I can see why the Academy would have, given him this, because it's not just a strictly action-oriented Harrison Ford-style role that we had known him from Star Wars and Indiana Jones at this point. This was he's a tough-ass character, yes, but he's human. He takes a shot in the side, and he goes down, and he's injured for a while, and barely recovers and barely makes it through it. He almost dies. But it's thanks to the help of Kelly McGillis's character of Rachel, who nurses him back to health with a little help from her fellow Amish townsfolk. But this is such a great film, though, just because of his relationship with Rachel, where he starts getting feelings for her. And then you have the competition for him in this film, which is great, with Alexander Godunov as Daniel Hochneidner. Now, he is such a interesting character because I've always liked Alexander Godunov. He's just great in everything he's in, and it's just a shame that he passed away so young in life because he was so damn good. I loved him in every role he played. This and Die Hard, Down the Road, and many, many other films. But he is just great in this, and the scenes with him and Harrison Ford. There's not much competition for Ford, really, but you can see that Alexander's character of Daniel is constantly trying to show him up in scenes, and it's, you know, to vie for Rachel's attention, and it's just, you know, he's just so cool. You almost like, you know, I don't really care which one of them's with her, you know. Either one of them would be cool with her, you know. But his brother in this, who I think he only has one line in this whole film, and that is so weird, is actually played by Viggo Mortensen as the character of Moses. I think he only has one line in this sequence when Ford goes off on these townsfolk that are basically just picking on the Amish because they refuse to fight back. I love that sequence. It's a great scene, and it just shows what a badass Harrison Ford is, and he's not going to take any shit off anybody. So this has all sorts of different spectrums for Harrison Ford to have. You know, he's injured, recovering, he's in pain, so he's showing that side of him where he's vulnerable and everything. He's showing a badass side of himself as the detective. He's showing a loving side of himself when he's doing these little dance scenes, when he's trying to romance Rachel and everything. And it is just such a great performance by him. And Kelly McGillis does a great job in this film prior to her big role in Top Gun. This one, she's not trying to play sexy, but her character is, she's just so attractive that it just comes natural for her to be a beautiful woman, no matter how you have her dressed up. Even if she's looking like this Amish girl, she's still very, very attractive. The main villain of this was Josef Sommer as the actual chief for John Book. And that one was one that I forgot about. And when that happened in there, I was like, oh, damn. Wow, okay. But he does a great job playing his character as well. I love near the end, you get almost what is a precursor to what we get with some of that Liam Neeson Taken stuff, where John Book tells him over the phone,
I'm going to do to you whatever you did to Sanovich. And whatever you did to Carter, I'm going to fucking do that to you too, you asshole.
Makes you wonder if the writers of Taken didn't take a little bit of Harrison Ford's John Book and put it into Liam Neeson's character in Taken. But great film. I really love this film. And there's not much more I can say. It is well directed, well acted, excellent film. Definitely deserving of the Academy Award nominations that it got. It's just too bad it didn't win all of the ones that it got. But my final review for Witness, I am going to give this film a 9.7 out of 10. This is damn near a perfect film. I mean, there's not much in it that I can complain about. It is a little bit slow in spots. That's the only reason I will give it a little bit of a lower score. But it doesn't really hurt it too bad. It's fine. And it takes a while for Harrison Ford to even get introduced in the story. But I didn't mind that. But what do you guys think of A Witness? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area on the channel right now where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing. And when that video goes up, it will go up for all Plus members prior to it going up for all other subscribers. So if you want to get interactive and help me to get a movie or TV series or even a ranking video that I might not normally cover on this channel, become a Plus member. Well, that's the end of another Comedy and Drama Night. If you missed last week's Comedy and Drama Night, check out the link above. Or if you missed any of the videos during Comedy and Drama Night, check out this playlist and get caught up on anything you've missed.